40.
It's a tough one. I mean, without giving away too much, but they are both very sexual human beings, and it's fantastic. I think we've always tried to be very calculated in why we're showing it. Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, yeah, so we started the show, Jamie was 23, and now he's in his 60s. He was a young warrior, just returned from France. Then he's suddenly married, he's a husband, he's a father, a leader of men, and now is responsible for a whole community. And you'll see also, you know, he's now involved in the war as well, so he has so much responsibility. He's changed a lot, you know, he's become more mature, more thoughtful, more calculating. He's been through a lot of bad experiences. I think actually, since Claire was assaulted and raped, I think he's actually become a little more fragile as well. I think he now realizes he's lost Claire before. I think now he knows that if he loses her again, you know, he couldn't continue. Yeah, well, I guess it's a tough one. I mean, without giving away too much, but yeah, he has a lot more responsibility now. Before it was just himself and Claire, then his children, but now he not only has to look after his whole community. You know, he's essentially become a clan chief, but in America, but also has a lot more responsibility in the war. We have the War of Independence coming. The British rely on him. He's an Indian agent. So yeah, his responsibility has changed, and he never wanted to be a leader of men. He never wanted to be, he wants a quiet life, I think, but the more he ages, the more I think he turns a lot more like his uncle, Colin, who we saw in season 1. He's very calculated and certainly knows the weight of responsibility as well. Yeah, no, I mean, the show is about this relationship, and they explore each other, and that's how they reconnect through physical touch, and they are both very sexual human beings, and it's fantastic, you know. And also to show them now, you know, as they get older, that they still are passionate for each other and need each other. So I think it's really important to portray this, and I think we've always tried to be very calculated in why we're showing it. What does that scene do? How does it show you their relationship, or how they're evolving? Sometimes it's out of a need to feel close to each other, to feel comfort, passion, or to forget sometimes if they've been through some trauma. So it's a really useful tool for Jamie and Claire, and I guess they're difficult scenes to shoot, but I think they're important for the relationship. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't know if it's because this is the first time that we've been here or celebrated with them, but they were so, last night, there was only, well, there's 1,000, but they were so passionate and excited. And I think actually most places we go, I mean, we normally go to America and do Comic-Con, and there's always a great reception. But I guess because it was our first time, they were really excited here. But I really want to come back. I think we should do a premiere here, right? I mean, come on. So yeah, we'd love to come back for sure.